I don't know. It's just so tough because we can't point to either of these teams with any sort of consistency. There's nothing that we can point to. We can't point to consistent shooting, consistent defense, not even consistent starts. So I'm not going to sit up here and say that we're going to get a consistent back-to-back wins if there's nothing that we have seen that have even shown that. And this is just, people have been saying it kind of since the middle of the postseason, I would say middle of the last round, that there's been so many blowouts. And to tell the truth, there has, and it's been kind of hard to figure out. I remember leaving Miami, and people thought that Boston was going to win the rest of the way. And then what Miami does, shows up here and gets that first win here in Boston. So I don't know. I'm going to tell you the truth.
I know, and I feel like instead of these games where we keep talking about Jason Tatum is going to bounce back, I feel like he's going to have a follow-up game. And with Jason Tatum having a follow-up game, that means that the Celtics are going to play great. So when I look at this series, despite how great Jimmy Butler has been throughout the course of this series in certain games, Bam had his one game, Jaylen Brown had a 40-piece. Jason Tatum is the clear best player in this series. And I think that he's tired of going back and forth, being inconsistent. I heard him say it in his post-game interview yesterday.
Don't keep going, bro.
I heard him say it in his post-game interview yesterday, and I strongly believe that he's going to have a follow-up game in Game 5 in Miami.
Yeah, and Malika, I'm actually really, really curious about Tyler Hero, because say what you want. Tyler Hero, he has not been performing up to his level. He has not been performing up to the Heat expectations. But at the end of the day, when he's on the floor, there's a level of spacing that is created. You have another guy on that team outside of Jimmy that is able to go get it, go create his shot, maybe hit 2-3 shots in a row. And I don't think it's that much of a surprise that he is not on the floor or that he wasn't available. And then the Boston Celtics ridiculous defense was able to key in on some things, and then their offense really struggled. Now, I know their offense will play better because they have a winning record without him, but ultimately, when Tyler Hero's on the floor, that makes things easier for everyone else on his team.
Well, and Eric Spoelstra told me the other day that he thinks that he's overdue. Tyler Hero's overdue.
The numbers say that, yeah.
He's overdue for a breakout game.
Look, the way he's been playing in this series right now, the Celtics are mad that he's not on the floor. We used to have a saying, when a guy was playing horrible, he with us. He with us. That's what Tyler Hero is right now. He with the Celtics. So, look, you could talk all that about Tyler Hero, the spacing or whatever. Victor Oladipo had 23 points off the bench, so he wasn't really missing too much. The starters got shut down. At the end of the day, Tyler Hero has not been playing well, and the Celtics actually want him on the floor.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.